YouTube, welcome back to the secret channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the market and pretty much what our plan is this weekend for making coins on FC26. But before we get into all of that, let's take a peek at content today on Thursday. We started to see some standard full release, whatever it is, not the early access people getting on the game at midnight. So now finally everyone should be getting on and playing FC26. Today we got marquee matchups, a lot of price movements here. Crystal Palace players, Liverpool players went pretty crazy. We also saw some Italians with the Serie A do pretty decent, and I didn't look into these two too much, but when I looked at this one, not super crazy price movements there, but a lot of coins were being made on these. We actually saw, as more people got onto the game at midnight when it was ever their time or whatever, these cards just kept going up in price and up in price. We bought them for 1,200 coins on stream. Again, if you guys are on the game quickly at content drop, you can make a lot of moves. You can react to what comes out, and if you're fast, you can make coins. The Palace players were 1,200 coins. What are they going for now? Seems like they're actually starting to come down now. I'm assuming as people are going to bed, not as many people doing the SBC. Makes a little bit of sense, but still, these cards went up a good chunk. So that was marquee matchups. We did also get an evolution. Not a crazy Evo. I can pull it up real quick. The final tournament started too. We had rival rewards. There were quite a few things that went on. Just, you know, market wise, rival rewards. We talked about it. Where am I? That's objectives, not evolutions. We talked about rival rewards and how it's untradeable. It's probably not going to affect the market. If anything, you're just going to see the market rise because rival rewards sucks. Wow. Rival rewards was like really bad, like worse than we thought. And we knew going into it that it was bad. So that was really disappointing. I made 8,000 coins from rival rewards. I went on a whole rant on stream. I posted a rant on TikTok as well. I would have posted it on YouTube, but I'm still banned on YouTube. By the way, update on the ban. YouTube banned me for teaching on, like, I don't know, what is it, unethical or unauthorized ways of hacking secure systems. That's why I got banned. I appealed the bans, and then I went through another appeal system where they were like, you got to email this and we'll have a team look at it. And that's what they emailed me saying why I got banned. I'm sorry, what? So yeah, sorry, just an update. I should be able to post on the other channel though in a couple days, but is what it is. This Evo literally just gives +1 shooting. That's it. I don't believe it increases your rating though. So kind of nice there. If you want to put it on a player, just get +1 shooting all around. There it is. It's free. Can't complain too much. It's nice that it doesn't increase the rating though. I will say that, because you get +1 shooting and you get +1 to the rating. That's just, I mean, come on, EA. So, that was content drop. Like I said, we had rival rewards. The market rose a little bit. We sold our cards before content. Thank God we did that because the market did drop. And yeah, that was pretty much that. We made some decent coins, bought some icons here, but let's kind of get into the market now. So that's the past. Let's talk about the future. What are we going to do? So if you have cards, don't hold into content drop tomorrow on Friday. Why are we not going to hold cards into content drop tomorrow on Friday? You probably want to sell your cards now. The reason for that is packs. Guys, store packs. I don't trust EA. I don't trust them one bit. You shouldn't trust EA. Simple as that. Early access day one. What did we get in the store? Tradable 100k store packs. What happened? Early access day one. Let me just pull up a player for you so you can see what happened. Here we go. We're gonna go bang. Foot bin. Early access day one. Right here. Trinity Rodman. Over 40,000 coins. EA release 100k pack. Bang, 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 bang. Few hours later, she's 26k. Holy crap, like basically halved in price. She dropped a ridiculous amount. So if EA do that again with full release tomorrow on Friday, this pack expires tomorrow on Friday. It's just not something you want to take a gamble on. Don't hold shit. You don't want to risk it. Simple as that. Now, are there some cards that like aren't as risky, maybe you don't need to worry about? Yeah, like team of the weeks that are out of packs, don't need to worry about it. Icons, don't need to worry about them as much. if we follow last year's trend, icons actually rose after full release. They just went up. I am getting cooked on these 2 icons right now though, so slightly disappointing, but hopefully they can go back up in price. By the way, this card, oh my god, ridiculous. By the way, this card, oh my god, he's horrible. Horrible. But this guy, what do we got? 14 games, 20 goals, 4 assists. So good. So yeah, don't hold stuff going into tomorrow on Friday. You want to have stuff sold. And another reason why you want to have stuff sold is because trading's probably going to be really good. If we get those store packs, we're going to see the market drop. We're going to see a lot of supply and we can make a lot of coins. It's as simple as that. If you guys remember last Friday, if you guys have been around last Friday, early access, we made so many coins. People made 300K, 500K in 1 hour, half an hour of bidding. That's what it's like when you have a big store pack that everyone opens and there's a lot of supply. The market comes down, the market gets flooded. You can get a ton of deals on bid. Literally bid on anything. Anything. You can pick a filter, you can pick a player specifically. That's what I did. I went through and I was like, all right, let's go bid on Allison. Allison was 80 something K at the time. I was getting him on bid for 40K, 50K. I think someone got him on bid for like 25K. There was a guy that got reindeer. He was 140K, got him on bid for 10K. Just get on bids. Basically, what happens is content drops, the packs release. You have to wait an hour for the bids to pop up. But once those bids pop up, you just go through bid, 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 bid. Don't bid high, just bid whatever's there. Outbid by 1 and just go through and bid and bid and bid. And if maybe you're struggling a little bit, switch to a different player and just bid. When there's a lot of supply, there's too many cards that go on the market. There's not enough people watching all those cards, and cards go for stupid cheap. Stupid cheap. That's if there's a lot of supply tomorrow, which we are expecting. Last Friday, it was crazy, and that was just early access without everyone on the game. Now imagine everybody's now on the game now with full release and EA releases store pack. We're expecting it to be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will see. But again, I'm live on Twitch, so if you guys have any questions, you can just join the Twitch live stream and I'll be doing this on stream. I won't be live all day tomorrow. I'll be live for an hour or 2 after content drop. I have a photo shoot later, so unfortunately won't be around the entire time. But I'm telling you guys, these bids will be a gold mine. Now, we're also probably going to see the market have a low point, and you'll probably have some sort of buying opportunity. Now, this is something you're going to have to time fairly well. And you're going to have to kind of feel it out. Just a little bit of advice. You might have a low shortly after the packs come out and then a slight rebound. But then as the day goes on tomorrow on Friday, you'll probably just see a drop. Like you can see right here, last Friday, we had the 100K pack. Trinity Robin just kept going down and down and down. And it was at nighttime. This is in UK time, I believe, on Footbin. So you can see at midnight. That's when the low was. And it tends to be when you find a low on the market. It's because Europe goes to sleep. They either sell their cards or they're not buying anything. So cards actually get pretty cheap. So that tends to be a decent little, turn my ringer off, tends to be a decent little buy time. So keep an eye on a little bit of a market low tomorrow with all the supply. But another thing I want to mention, with everyone getting on the game, we made 1 million coins in one day, day 1 of early access. And that's kind of what we're somewhat seeing tomorrow on Friday. A big chunk, like a huge chunk of that 1 million coins was made from lazy listing. I think lazy listing is going to get very good again because you're going to have a lot of people on the game this weekend, and you're going to have a lot of new people on the game this weekend buying some cards. So keep an eye on some of these lower budget cards that you can buy for cheap and list for more. We actually picked up some goalkeepers on stream today, and I was lazy listing them. You see the sales right here. These cards are like 1,200 coins, 1,500 coins, but I'm selling for 1,900 coins. I messed up on my Tether right there. I don't want to talk about that one. Lazy listing, guys, just reminder, it's really easy. You buy the cards for less than what they go for, you list them for more. Chevalier was what, 1,300? I bought for 1,200, listing for 1,900, stuff like that. Try to pick up some players like that. Just to kind of show you guys a bunch of examples of players like that, we can just do this. I'll go players right here. We'll go min price Let's go 1,000. We'll go max price 5,000. And let's go max rating 84. We could go 84, could go 83. But like, look, you'd go bid on some of these low budget cards like a Bompito, a Pedro Neto. You'd bid on a Alanga, Garcia, Udogi, Vicario. You just go through and pick up some of these cards for less than what they go for. You list them for more. I think it's going to work pretty decent tomorrow on Friday. And again, it's one of the easiest ways to just make coins and fill your transfer list. But be careful with it because the market will be dropping. So try to pick some of the cheaper cards up and try to pick them up after the pack supply so they're down. Don't buy them when they're up. But yeah, that's that. Lazy listing should be pretty solid. What else do we have? We talked about last Friday, just kind of thinking it's going to be basically the same. We got the lazy listings. We talked about the investments, the bids. The bids is really like the main thing. Other stuff, investment wise, it's going to be kind of reacting to some of the market. We'll look at the leaks. Should we take a peek at that now? We'll get into the leaks in a second, actually, because I want to mention this. This is going to be really interesting. It kind of goes in with what I just showed you guys on some of those lower budget cards. By the way, this thing hurt me. I got to the final and I bottled the final. So sad. But Cornerstone's Exhibition. This is the new live event tournament that we are getting. And classic match, solo and co-op. That's interesting. But this limited time event for the promo we're getting tomorrow on Friday is 83 max rated. And you can only have one player 85 or higher. So those lower rated cards might actually go up a decent amount because people aren't going to be able to use the higher rated cards. Something to think about. Just keep an eye on the market. I think the movement on the lower budget cards is probably going to depend on what the rewards are like. Cornerstone's Exhibition. That's what's coming up. What are we getting? What are the rewards for that? I don't think, geez, I have like these back pads and if I press it, it moves everything. Does it have it here? I don't think so. Live events. What do we got? Yeah, we don't have it at the moment. So they didn't win it, but the way cards move might depend on how that tournament looks, what the objectives are like. And again, that's just something we're going to have to take a peek at on stream. But these lower rated cards are going to be very important because it's max 83 rated. So we might actually see a decent pump on these cards if the rewards are really good for that tournament. So there's that. We went over basically all the trading stuff that we're going to be doing. Icons. If you guys know how to trade icons, definitely give it a shot. If you see something that's too low, don't be too afraid to buy. And that's tomorrow on Friday. Now, quick rundown of the rest of the days. Team of the Week cards, just a heads up. The pattern last year, and it seemed like it was the pattern this year as well, we saw it on Saturday. A lot of times the low on Team of the Week cards is Saturday. So keep an eye on these cards for Saturday. If there's a Team of the Week that you're looking to invest in, might be a decent idea. It might be. Will depend. Champions League marquee matchups. If we do end up getting something like that on a Tuesday, that would bring supply, something to keep an eye on. Maybe we get a leak for that, but just a heads up. Saturday after content drop, we do tend to have a decent buying opportunity on Team of the Week. So just something to keep an eye on if you are looking to pick up any of these Team of the Week cards, whether that's for your team or as an investment. And then Sunday, probably going to be a really good time to buy some cards as an investment for our team, stuff like that, and then just kind of watch the market rise as the week goes on and we don't really get anything. Now, other investments. This is going to be kind of related to leaks. So I wanted to save some of this stuff for the end of the video. We're going to head over to the Discord for this. Guys, we got the Zubamendi SBC and we have his official stats. Link investments to some of these cards are going to do really good depending on how the cards are priced. So Zubamendi, if he's really cheap, you're going to see Arsenal links go up a good chunk. That's stuff you're just going to have to be on at content, see how much he's going for, and then kind of make a decision there. Even if we see some of the links crash in price because of pack supply, we could then maybe look to pick those up instead of other cards because they'll have a better reason to rebound. If people do Zubamendi, they need players to link to Zubamendi. Just something to think about there. We also have a Kudus SBC coming out via SBC or Objective. maybe a decent reason for those of you that invested in Semenyo for him to go up a little bit more. Full team, by the way, right here. We got Valverde, Bruno Fernandes, Cole Palmer, Reindeer, Williams, Oyarzabal, Diaz, Reynard, Tolisso, Orsolini, Tillman, Di Lorenzo, Yates, O'Sullivan, Mancini, Carl, Guzan, a lot. This dude still plays. Jeez. Chara and Sedan. That's the promo team. Pretty crazy. The leak, I believe I saw on Twitter, Valverde stats, his official stats, it was like half-ass boosted. It wasn't even +1 to every single stat right here. I believe that's not even +1 to every single stat on his card. It's like some stats got a +1, the others just got nothing. So interesting there. I guess that's how they're trying to slow down the power curve. I would prefer for them to give us different players that we've never seen with good stat boosts, so they're actually usable, but I guess not. Also, we did get a live update. They changed low driven shots. I should have mentioned this. Attacking AI support and positioning, they fixed that. I believe they also did something with AI defending AI. It was like super out of position, but it still feels like it's super out of position. So yeah, there's that. Now, I wanted to scroll up because there's an Evo leak that should be somewhere. Where is it at? I don't know if we have it posted on here. Oh, another thing. This pack right here is going to be really, there's so much. This pack right here, opening bell pack. If you completed an on your way foundations objective, this pack's going to give you 3 tradable gold premium player packs. Like, that's huge. Tradable. That could supply the market like crazy, but it's a pack. I'm assuming it's going to be a 4U pack, but keep an eye out for it. That, if people open it, would supply the market a crazy amount and stuff would drop. Here we go. Center mid Evo likely on Friday. This is going to be interesting. Really, really interesting. There's been a lot of hype around these center mid cards. A lot of hype. Pogba has had a lot of hype. Camavinga has had a lot of hype. Furman Team of the Week has had a lot of hype. Really interesting to see how these cards are going to move. We have Friday pack supply. Is the evolution going to be better than the pack supply and make some of these cards go up? That's basically what we're going to have to see. No matter what, if you do pick up these center mids, I would say play it safe, sell before content. Someone like Furman, you maybe don't need to worry about as much because he's out of packs. But someone like Pogba, definitely sell before content. Someone like Camavinga, definitely sell before content. Like the other day, he was 26K. I think it was Thursday before content or Wednesday before content. He was 26K. People didn't sell him. And then he dropped down. You can see right here. Yeah, I think it was this. Went down to 20K. So just be really careful with like evolution type investments. And that's pretty much that. Hopefully we make a lot of coins tomorrow. I'm really hoping it's like last week on Friday when we just bid and we bid and we bid and we made so many coins and there were so many deals. We're just going to have to wait and see. Fingers crossed. But that's pretty much it. If you guys do have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. My trading Discord and Twitch live stream are in the description down below. I'm just going to hit relist all. That's it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.